Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome. Hope all is well. Glad you're here. I'm giving you another weekly update. It's been a while because there wasn't really anything to update. But I'm also going to share some advice for the younger generations, people in their 20s. Maybe you're my age. I'm 29. Maybe you're older. The point is, iron sharpens iron. Maybe you could learn from me. Maybe I could learn from you. The goal for these YouTube videos is to provide a message for the future generation, for all future purposes, and to also form a team of like-minded people. Now, on to the update. I may not be able to join the military. Here's the quick story. The reason why I didn't try to join after high school is because during my junior year, we went to a job fair. I spoke to a recruiter. I had hearing aids in at the time. For those who don't know, I'm hard of hearing. Kinda. And he pretty much said not to try. It's not worth it. Such and such. So I never tried after high school. Until 2020. Y'all remember the lockdowns? If you don't take a vaccine, you lose your job. You can't hop on the airplanes. You can't go to the airport if you're not vaccinated. You gotta stay home for 2 weeks. Remember that? So I got tired of doing construction. I was going through some things, and something inside me was saying, join the military. That's when I tried. I went to the recruiter, the Marine. I signed those papers. I went to MEPS, took the ASVAB, failed the hearing test. I had to take it again a few times, and the waiver got denied. A few years later, recently, last year, I tried to join the National Guard because I wanted to keep my job. I wanted to make money and do stuff. But at the same time, if we gotta get called into action, that's what I would like to do. But I can't join the National Guard either. So recently, this year, I'm trying to join the Army. The point of me telling you this is no matter how hard life is, you have to try. Just because someone says you can't doesn't mean you don't try. Just because it looks hard doesn't mean you don't try. Just because it looks like you're the only person doing it doesn't mean you don't try. Okay? So recently with the Army, I took the ASVAB, I went to MEPS, failed the hearing test, of course. And the waiver got denied. But there's one more step. There's one more step. They said I gotta find a doctor and take a hearing speech test. I forgot the word. So I basically gotta take an in-depth hearing and speech test. Send them the results and see what happens from there. My plan with the military, if you're thinking about joining the military, do it. You're gonna be in a secure area. I'm not saying the state, but like career-wise, you will be surrounded with people who are structured. There's a structure, there's benefits. You'll get a pension. You could retire from it if you stay long enough. You'll be surrounded by like-minded people. Such and such. So that's the goal with me, trying to join the military. Plan B. I was going to keep doing construction for a little bit longer. Become a independent contractor and sell my skills. To become an independent contractor, you need to have your own insurance. You need to have liability insurance, workers' compensation, and you got to take some classes. You got to get your CSL, your construction supervisor license, unrestricted, depending on what field you're going for. And you got to open your LLC or your incorporation, S Corps, whatever it is. You got to take extra step to run a business. You don't just put something together and then that's it. You know what I mean? To run a business, to become an independent contractor, you have to have your own insurance, liability insurance, workers' comp, certificates, so you can have, what's the word? Accolades. You could have something to back you up. You know what I mean? An example I like to use with some people, you have Group 1 and Group 2. Group 1 and Group 2 both have the same level of experience, but Group 1 only has experience. Group 2 had experience and license. They got certificates. They're registered to the state. They got their own tools. They got their own vehicle. Who are you going to hire? Who are you going to take in? Who are you going to pay to fix your house or your car? Group 1 or Group 2? I would pick Group 2. And that's why I tell people, get your certificates, get your license, take that class. And it's going to help you make more money. If, whether or not you're trying to run a business. I've been doing solar for the past 3+ years with the same company, but they're going through some bumps in the road, so I'm having to do more work recently with the side gig. The guy that I'm working with, he specializes in sales. He's really good at talking to the client and securing the bids. And then we go over the material, we order everything. He'll hire people like me and other electricians to do the installs while he continued to secure more contracts and bids with potential clients. So that's what's been going on with me. I've been doing a lot of side gigs. You want to take notes, people. Take a bunch of notes. Keep track of everything that's going on. And this will allow you to, stay on top of your game for the most part. Just showing y'all some examples. So keeping notes, probably the best thing you can do. I don't know, some people use their phones. I like to use the notebook. So as you can see, I got a lot of notes here, man. Work-related notes, measurements, dimensions, list of materials. Here's a good example, list of materials. Take notes, man. The best thing you can do. There's one more. Anyways, I have another plan, plan A was to try to join the military so I can be surrounded by like-minded people, so I can have a strong structure and benefits, as well as a potential pension on top of retirement. Plan B is to become an independent contractor, make as much money as I possibly can and save it, such and such. Plan C is to become an electrical engineer. For those who don't know, I do some videos on what I call knowledge and history. The video with the books next to me in the dark background. I do a lot of research. Well, I did a lot of research before life started happening. And I'm into electrical. I'm into history. Such and such. So plan C is to become an electrical engineer or a scientist, get into innovative technology, such and such. I have the books. I have the work ethic. It's only a matter of taking that class and getting that diploma. That's how it is nowadays. For those who don't know, you have to go to college to prove that you know what you're talking about. And it's funny because you could be someone like me, as well as others, who do a lot of personal research and a lot of personal studying and know more than someone that went to college. So this is the electric library. I have all the books. One day I was following my intrusive thoughts, and it led me to looking for books online, and this person that I bought it off of was selling it. I got it for $100, a bunch of them. I got the electric library, and I got the other one, the mechanical engineers, I want to say. So this book is about 100 years old. It was copyrighted in 1929. There's the foreword. You can pause it and read it if you want. Basically, it shows a lot of schematics. There's a lot of detailed knowledge relating to the electrical field in these books. And I'm gonna start tackling it. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for now. I'm doing some fitness. I mean, generally I've been in shape, but I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. I'm not trying to be on stage flexing for rewards. I just stay in shape for survival purposes. So I'll continue to share my fitness journey with y'all, and I'll share my advice, my opinions. But for the most part, I'm just trying to figure out way to make more money and to retire. You want to be able to retire, okay? If you made it this far, thank you. Just keep in mind that you don't want to just go to work and make money and save money. You got to be able to retire. You don't want to work till you're 60, 70, 80, 90 years old. You know what I mean? So make sure you have a plan. Make sure you're taking notes. Make sure you're training, you're reading, you're studying, you're getting better, you're mastering yourself. Anyways, that's what I got. Thank you all for watching. Slow down. Take it easy. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.